So next, let me introduce SommerTucker.
Woo!
There's football on today, right? Ladies, I know you're just totally sad you're not sitting. Ohio State doesn't play until tonight, so we're good. I had a tough decision to make a couple weeks ago when Greg asked me to kind of help run this. I never wanted this business to come before my kids. I have 3 kids, and my 7-year-old is playing a football game today. And I sat down with him and I said, Griffin, you know how much this business means to me, how much this community means to me, but you mean more. So you tell me if you rather me be at your game. He said, Mom, go inspire someone for me today. You guys have made a million excuses, and you're here. And what I love about that is that you will have aha moments when you make those sacrifices to be at these places. So let me share a little bit about my story. I'm a personal trainer and have been for going on 8 years. And when this business was introduced to me, I saw it as a way to create a more complete plan for my personal training clients. And so for the first year, that's what I did. You know, it made sense to me. The programs make sense to me. I had a program I could give people that I couldn't physically touch. Nutrition plan, finally a supplement that doesn't sacrifice our insides for our outsides. I've been around a million supplements, you guys. Pretty scary. So I felt like I had a good plan. When my why didn't smack me in my face until the day my husband deployed for the very first time. I was sitting there with Griffin, 7-year-old now, 4-year-old back then, and I remember hugging my husband for, he's in the Marine Corps, he's a pilot in the Marine Corps, he's going to Afghanistan. I remember hugging him for the very last time, holding on to him, trying to memorize what he felt like, trying to memorize what he smelled like. And when he taxied away, I looked, and all this anger and frustration and sadness was inside me. I remember looking over at my 4-year-old as my husband taxied away, and he had his cute little flight suit on, and he just saluted him, and one tear ran down his face, and it kind of cried. Anyway, I couldn't imagine what it felt like for a 4-year-old. How could he process that? So on the way home, we're driving home, and the whole 30 minutes felt like an eternity. I just listened to these sobs in the back seat, uncontrollable sobs in the back seat, and felt like time stood still. What am I going to do? How am I going to get us out of this? We can't keep doing this. And so a couple weeks went on, probably a month or so, getting up in the middle of the night with my 10-month-old, exhausted. I remember walking down the stairs, started a pot of coffee because that's what I lived on. And I walked past a sign on my desk that I've walked past a million times, you guys, and this is what it said. It said, if you want something different, you have to do something different. And it was at that second that I decided to stop feeling sorry for myself and do something different for my family. That why is what has changed our life completely. I decided to start making the sacrifices necessary to build this awesome business, you guys. I realized I had this amazing opportunity at my fingertips, and I was the only one in my way keeping me from building it. So I started getting up a little earlier every day, even though I was tired. About 5 o'clock, I'd do my power hour, I'd work out, and then I'd go on my day with my kids. At nap time, I'd do a power half hour, go on my day with my kids. At night, I'd jump on, do another power hour, go to bed, and do it all over again with this huge, awesome why in my heart. Okay, so I've done that for 3 years, making sacrifices and going to these events, throwing my kids into a car, driving 13 hours to see Tommy Migrant, Janelle Summers, and Tracy Morrow in my hometown, you know, just making no excuses, because I have this huge why worth fighting for. 3 years later, I've surpassed my husband's income. I just had to get to it. I quadrupled his income recently. And we see a light at the end of the tunnel of what has been a very painful journey for us. And the only difference between the coaches that struggle a little bit in this business and those that succeed is that that why, finding a why that that's worth fighting for you. There is no why, but once you find it, those sacrifices to be here, to be at Summit, to be, to go to Super Saturday that might be 13 hours away, it doesn't even matter anymore because you're fighting for something that's important to you, and then the sky's the limit.